Hello, my friends. I want to encourage you today with the hope that our bridegroom will be coming to take us all with him. This time on earth is but like a vapor in the wind. We have with us eternity as our inheritance as believers in the Lord Jesus. Even in this phase on earth, God does not want us to carry the heavy burden. Instead, He took pain. He took all the shame, all the punishment that was intended for us, and He gave us love. When life's battles get fierce, or when the storms are raging, let us remember to not shift our focus away from Jesus, but instead let us draw closer to Him. God does not want us to worry or fear. Instead, He wants us to walk on the water with Him. He wants us to be overcomers. And we don't have to do it all in our strength. We have to just lay it all down at the feet of Jesus and trust in Him. We can trust in Him completely because He is good. He is all good. The Lord gives. He is a giver of all good things. All good things and perfect things come from above. The enemy takes. The enemy kills, steals, and destroys. Even in the book of Job, we must pay attention to the narrator. And at that time, there was no covenant with Job, and he had no idea about the enemy. But when God was exalted, His presence filled the place and God spoke. When we know of God's goodness, we can trust in Him without any restraint. I want to share with you a marvelous story. A story about 3 men who were about to fly a small plane. They took off pretty smoothly, but as they went up, the pilot suddenly passed out, and the other 2 men had no experience in flying planes, so they quickly picked up a microphone and began asking for help. A pilot who was flying nearby helped them connect to Anchorage Emergency. And the guy from Anchorage Emergency said, "My job is to get you back home safe. And the deal is you have to obey my voice." He said that there was a mountain in front of them and that they would hit it and die if they had not followed his voice. He also told them that he was making changes to the air traffic and freezing it. And he said there was a rough ride ahead. But he also told them to not pay attention to the storm outside, to not look outside, but to pay attention to his voice. And he managed to get them down by a runway, and he said, "There's a runway ahead of you, and it is in the sign of a cross." And these men landed safely. Similarly, let us also hear God's voice and obey Him. If we begin to look outside at the storm and start to analyze all the what ifs, we may get fearful and give way to the enemy's lies. Let us always remember what Jesus did on the cross for us. I want to read to you Psalm 31, 19 and 20, and pray this for you. "Oh, how great is thy goodness." And in another version, "Lord, how wonderful you are. You have stored up so many good things for us, like a treasure chest, heaped up and spilling over with blessings, all for those who honor and worship you. Everybody knows what you can do for those who turn and hide themselves in you. So hide all your beloved ones in the sheltered secret place before your face. Overshadow them with your glory presence. Keep them from these accusations, the brutal insults of evil men. Tuck them safely away in the tabernacle where you dwell." When we have experienced and know the goodness of God, there are things we used to question where we question no more. Just as Psalms 34:8 says, "O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him." Jesus bless you.